Hi students, just now we completed the ABCD constants of a transmission line for all the cases called as short transmission line, medium in the three cases as end condenser method, nominal T and nominal pi with ABCD values. In all the cases we came to know that all the four networks representation is a symmetrical network and also as a reciprocal network. So out of all these four, so last two are very important called as nominal T and nominal pi. So now we are going to solve a mathematical problem on nominal T method. So first let us go for the given data for a clear-cut analysis. It's a three-phase transmission line as per the given data, operating for a frequency of 50 Hz. And the length of the line is given as certain length, operating for a receiving end voltage VR of 132 kV. Okay, and it is delivering a power on the receiving end side as 50 megawatts with a power factor on the receiving end side as cos phi r 0.85 lagging. Okay, so these are the quantities on the receiving end side, and the transmission line is characterized with its series impedance and shunt admittance. The series impedance is called as Z value, given with a magnitude of 96 magnitude ohmic value, which makes an angle of 78 degrees. It is plus 78 because we know the complex impedance Z is equal to R plus J XL plus J, that is why here it is plus. In the same lines, you can estimate the Y value for the entire line as 0.001 at an angle plus 90 degrees, whose units are impedance, ohms, admittance, mho. Okay, so these are Z and Y. Then calculate the values of sending end side, Vs, Is, power PS, efficiency and regulation. Total 5 values to be calculated on the sending end side, and out of 5 these two are performance analysis called efficiency and regulation, and the method to be applicable here it is nominal T method. If you check this nominal T method, the circuit diagram is very familiar for us. It looks like a T structure which will have at center or midpoint of the transmission line represented with its shunt admittance. Yes, this is the T structure having entire admittance located here. This has impedance half of the value, this has another impedance half of the value, with quantities on the receiving end side as VR, IR, whose value is given here as 132 kV. And the power delivered PR is also given 50 megawatts with the power factor nature, inductive load as 0.85 lagging, and this impedance is to be divided into two parts, so that each part what we get is 48 ohms, making an angle of 78 degrees. Here also 48 ohms, making an angle of 78 degrees. So for our convenient purpose I have shown here you in the figure notation. So the formulas are also there with us. What is our objective? Our objective is to find out the values of this ABCD constants. So the ABCD constants are A value 1 plus YZ by 2. D value is also same 1 plus YZ by 2. C value, this is C value out of ABCD. C value whose unit is MHO mho. Admittance. In the network, if you see that admittance is not divided, it was a concentrated element shown as a lumped part at one location. That is why that entire C will be located with a single letter called Y. As we know that always B is related to impedance, C is related to admittance. That admittance I have shown here. Coming to the B constant, since impedance was divided into two parts, the entire impedance Z is to be multiplied with its fractional value. What is its fractional value? As we remember that A and D, its value is 1 plus YZ by 2. It should be divided with 4. As simple as that for remembrance. Like this we can write out ABCD constants for nominal T method. So our first step to calculate all these 5 constants are, what is our first step? To find out the constants A, B, C, D. So to find out anything, we require the product of Y and Z first of all. That is why in the first step, I calculate Y into Z value, which will be helpful throughout our problem. Then what is Y and Z values? The Z value is 96 at an angle 78. Since these two are in product we have to put those quantities in polar notation. In the problem itself, directly they have given us polar indication. Directly I will use that to find out YZ. It is equal to 96 at an angle 78 is to be multiplied with Y value 0.001 at an angle 90 degrees. What are product rules? Magnitudes are to be multiplied and angles are to be added. Then product of these two, 96 multiplied by 0.001 gives us YZ value, which is equal to 0.096. Product rules are magnitudes are multiplied, angles are to be added. 78 plus 90, its value is 168 degrees. This is YZ, which will be helpful for us for finding out the constants A and B, C. So since A is equal to D, I won't bother about the D value. Let me calculate the first two constants called A is equal to D, which is equal to formula 1 plus YZ by 2. Then which is equal to 1 plus, what is YZ? YZ value is 0.096 by 2 makes an angle of 168. Okay. Convert this polar to rectangular and add it to the 1. Then you will get the constant A is equal to D, whose value is equal to, constant A is equal to D, 0.9531 makes an angle of 0.6 degrees. This is constant A and D. You can check yourselves whether the obtained answer is right or wrong. The simple indication or verification part is constants A and D will be always equal, as we we suggested that, and the magnitudes of this A and D will be always less than 1. In decimals you will get the answer. You can verify that. And also it will be approximated to unity also. Means always what you get your answers is either 0.9 plus something, some decimals. Okay. So approximated value for this A and D is this. And next let me calculate for B constant, whose formula is, since impedance is divided, Z is to be multiplied with a fraction called 1 plus YZ by 4. Okay. So let me take that B calculation, which is equal to Z value. The Z constant is 96 at an angle 78 degrees. Polar representation is to be multiplied with fraction. That fractional value is 1 plus YZ by 4. For that purpose only we calculated YZ separately here. What we get is 0.096 at an angle 168 is to be divided with 4. Okay. Simplification in the calculator. I think all of you know that complex mode of calculator operation. You can put it your calculator in the mode, press the mode, then press the 2, number 2. Then you can get the entire calculator in the complex mode. If the complex mode is entered, then you can directly feed these values without conversions. So that the constant B, you can get this is 93.75 magnitude at an angle 78.29. Here also you can verify yourselves whether this B constant obtained value is the right value or not. Previously I given the verification for A equal to D value. Its value should be less than 1 and approximated to 1. That is the verification part. And constant B value should be always equivalent to the impedance value. What are the impedance they have given in the problem? It should be approximated to that impedance. What is impedance given in problem? 96. And we got the B constant as 93. Since these two are approximated values, there itself you can confirm the calculation related to that B is correct. In the same lines, I will get that value of C, whose value is equal to direct Y. What is direct Y? Its value is 0.001 at an angle 90 degrees. So with all these calculations, I got the first constants of this transmission line, which is represented with nominal T representation A, B, C, D. These A, B, C, D values are used now for estimation of this sending end side quantities called Vs and Is with its performance equations. What are performance equations? Vs is equal to AVR plus BIR and Is is equal to CVR plus DIR, where VR and IR are independent quantities, can be calculated separately. ABCD are just now calculated values. Substitute in these performance equations and then you can estimate the value of this Vs and Is, which are our required values also. So ABCD is completed. VR, IR should be known values. VR directly given in the problem as a reference, but they have given in the line value. If you verify it, 132 kV, it is a line value. Convert that into phase value. V phase is equal to VL by root 3. 132 kV by root 3. In calculation, if you simplify it, you will get the reference voltage VR per phase as 76210 volts. 76,210 volts as a phase voltage. And next we can estimate the phase current IR per phase, because VR and IR are required for calculation of Vs and Is. Then IR per phase is equal to 3-phase power formula PR divided by root 3 VRL cos phi R. So IR per phase is equal to 3-phase power. Yes, this is 50 megawatts. 50 into 10 power 6 divided by root 3. Line voltage on the receiving end side. Yes, this is line voltage on the receiving end side, directly 132 kV. Is to be multiplied with the load power factor. The load power factor was given as 0.85. So simplify in the calculator, you will get the receiving end current per phase value as 257.29, making an angle of minus. Why minus? Because it is lagging power factor. For a lagging power factor, we represent the angle with minus symbol. 31.79 degrees. This is receiving end current per phase. Finally, I want to calculate Vs per phase. AVR, A value. Yes, this is A equal to D, A value 0.9531 at an angle 0.6 is to be multiplied with VR. VR just now we took it as reference 76210 at an angle 0. Why it is at an angle 0? Because it was taken as reference. AVR plus BIR, constant B is calculated 93 point. Let me put it in brackets for convenient purpose. Okay, 93.75 makes an angle of 78.29. This is B value. Should be multiplied with IR. IR is 257.29, making an angle of minus 31.79. Multiplication rules are, what are multiplication rules? Magnitude should be multiplied. Here magnitudes are to be multiplied. Angles are to be added. Here also magnitudes are to be multiplied. Angles are to be added. The final answers what you will get in these brackets must be added up. Then you can get the Vs per phase. I am giving you a hint. No need to calculate all this in a stepwise. You can take the calculator, put the mode of operation in complex mode, then directly you can feed all these values in a single step to minimize your time. Okay, so that you will get the Vs per phase as Vs value is equal to 91,084 volts at an angle 11.56. You verify in your calculator whether you are getting this much value or not. Finally, we have to convert this into the line values. VSL is equal to root 3 into Vs per phase, whose value is equal to root 3 times that of the phase value. 157.76 kV makes an angle of 11.56. First bit is completed, called Vs. We used the performance equation called Vs is equal to AVR plus BIR. The same Vs previously we calculated in the analytical method by taking up 2 KVLs and 1 KCL. Otherwise, if it is a nominal pi, 2 KCLs and 1 KVL. Like that, if you can take 3 calculations, then only you will get Vs. But now it is not like that. Once if you get the constants A, B, C, D, directly you can get this Vs. Therefore, it is the simplest method. And also, if in the problem they are not specified to take the problem, then directly you can go for ABCD method instead of analytical analysis. Okay. And the next step is to calculate IS. IS is equal to CVR. The value of C is 0.001 at an angle 90. VR 76210 at an angle 0. CVR plus DIR. DIR is 0.9531 because A is equal to D, making an angle of 0.6 into IR. IR value is 257.29 amperes at an angle minus 31.79. Again, you can simplify it in the calculator in a single step if you put the calculator in the complex mode. Then the IS value what you get is 215.82 amperes is to be lagging with reference by an angle of 13.6 degrees. With the calculated values of this IS and Vs, yes, this is Vs. Observing the angles carefully, Vs and Is phase angles, then you will get the sending end side phase angle phi s as Vs angle 11.56 is to be subtracted with current angle. Minus of minus, it is plus. Then we will get the phase angle here as phi s is equal to 25.16 lagging. Apply cosine to this to get the power factor on sending end side. Cos phi s, cos 25.16, which is equal to 0.9051 lagging. Okay, this is the power factor. So we calculated Vs, Is, cos phi s, so that power is there with us called as Ps. Let me calculate the efficiency. Efficiency is equal to output power PR divided by root 3 Vs, Is, cos phi s. Then its value will be receiving end power 50 megawatts, 50 into 10 power 6 divided by root 3 sending end side line value. Yes, the sending end side line value is 157.76 kV multiplied by Is 215.8 is to be multiplied with cos phi. Cos phi angle is 0.9051 into 100 gives me the percentage value of the efficiency as 93.6%. Efficiency is equal to 93.67%. So the last step is to calculate the regulation. Percentage regulation is equal to VR naught minus VR by VR into 100. Here our objective is to get VR naught. What is VR naught? VR naught is equal to Vs by A, constant A. What is Vs per phase? What we got Vs per phase as 91084 is to be divided with constant A. Constant A is 0.9531. Then we will get this VR naught. What is VR naught? VR naught value is 95566.04. This much amount of voltage is available on the receiving end side at no load operation. Okay, will be substituted here. 95,566.04 volts is to be subtracted with the fully loaded voltage of the VR 132 kV converted into phases. The phase value is VR per phase 76210 divided by 76210 210 into 100 gives me the percentage value, as this answer is equal to 25.3%. So it's a transmission line, medium transmission line, analyzed in nominal T method, having ABCD constants with defined values and having a sending end voltage Vs, Is with a power factor of cos phi s, helps me in analyzing the efficiency. It operates with an efficiency of 93% with a regulation of 25.3%. Okay, so it's the simplest way of calculating the analysis of medium or short transmission line. Will be continued in the next classes.